Oh my god, is this a Mula YouTube video? No way we got a Mula YouTube video before GTA 6. Yes, that's right, you did. And do you know what else you got before GTA 6? We got anime GTA 6 before GTA 6. We have reacted to this already on Twitch, but it was just so good that I had to make another video on it for YouTube separately. So yeah, no, I'm so excited to get into watching this again. Yeah, for you guys that don't know me, I obviously stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/MulaUwu, which obviously you will, unless this video decides to make it into the algorithm and blows up somehow. Probably not, but we'll see. Anyway, I want to react to the entire thing again, but I probably will stop maybe once or twice, maybe. Anyway, yeah, but I do want to go through and pinpoint a few things and talk on them a little bit more. I'm super excited. Let's get into this Neverness to Everness trailer and let's see what it's all about. Okay, let's go. But first of all, I do want to say how beautiful the colors look. Let's start this thing and let's see, let's get our reaction and see what we think about it.
Just doubled again. Hello?
Loki almost starts off like a song, not gonna lie. Like I kind of want to sing to that, you know what I mean?
It should be nearby.
Character designs look amazing, actually, already. Very, very colourful. You are sensitive to colours to, I mean, I've said that after the fact that there's lots of flashy colours, but just be careful if you are, but yeah, let's get back into it.
Hey! Stop running! It's heading your way! Okay, tug it out, step aside. Kiramaru, it's feeding time.
Okay. I do want to say that the voice acting does actually seem not bad. Like, you guys might think I'm crazy, but I feel like just from the very short voice acting that we've seen so far, or heard, sorry, it actually doesn't seem too bad. I can't wait to see or hear more voice acting throughout this trailer.
We gotta meet the rush fee quota for this thing the BAC wanted. As long as nothing goes wrong.
They really had to go and add the mummy character, didn't they? They really did. They really did. Obviously, it is made by the same people that did Tower of Fantasy, so hey, they made a great game with Tower of Fantasy as well. I was a big fan of it until I stopped playing it. But yeah, that was a great game, and I'm taking it. Hey, let's just say I would feel as though we're in safe hands. They look really good. I really do want to see sort of, you know, if you can car customization and whatnot would actually go so hard, man. Not even gonna lie. Anyway, I need to stop rambling. Oh my god, I need to shut up and continue.
We gotta meet the rush fee quota for this thing the BAC wanted. As long as nothing goes wrong. Something went wrong! What the heck is that thing? Yours. Got it.
I'm loving the music, not gonna lie. Wings! Okay. Don't tell me we're gonna be able to fly in this game. Motorbikes? Okay, so I'm taking it you can drive cars, motorbikes.
5 minutes. You three better have a good explanation.
These guys look like the bad guys, maybe? Maybe? I do want to point out that it looks like the city, or sorry, life is what I was trying to say. It looks like they've got a lot of life going on throughout what we've seen so far, so that's great. Hopefully the actual game will have that same sort of life.
Don't forget the rush fee.
Thanks!
Meddle all you want. Count me out.
How about we work off some calories?
Did they just really drag this kid into battle? Actually, that's kind of funny, not gonna lie, that looked amazing. Okay, a big part of games, okay, I'm gonna say it, a big part of games for me is the combat, and the way the combat feels. Withering Waves really, you know, made the combat feel rewarding. You know, even though the enemies aren't that hard, the combat was rewarding. You kept wanting to fight because it felt rewarding to fight. It had a really cool playstyle, and I'm hoping this game here will have a really fun and rewarding playstyle as well. There's nothing worse than having a game that the combat just feels lifeless, and after you kill an enemy you just have no satisfaction at all. So yeah, I really hope this has a really fun playstyle for killing, you know, enemies and whatnot. And if it does, honestly, that like everything so far is looking really good. The enemies look kind of unique as well.
Watch out, don't blink! Let's finish this.
Obviously it's still okay. Obviously we can see here, just over here, that we've still got swords, so it's not, you know, just because it's set in a urban cityscape, it's not only guns and stuff like that. It still seems like we're going to be using, you know, swords and stuff, which I'm a big fan. Seems like this will be a part of the story. Okay, this here has turned into GTA 6 Anime Edition. This is what I was talking about. We got anime GTA 6 before GTA 6. From what we've seen already from the start, looks like you can climb buildings and whatnot, so it'll be really cool being able to hopefully climb all of these buildings, you know, jump off, whatever, do what you gotta do. But yeah, I'm hoping for a lot of exploration within buildings as well. I know a lot of games don't do that these days, but we'll have to see. Like I said, it looks like there's a lot of life to the game. Right. This is one thing, we're coming to the end of the trailer now, but this is actually one thing that I picked up on that I thought was really cool. The way they portray this, I think, to me, it seems as though we're going to be able to, whether or not this is some sort of headquarters, or whether or not this is some sort of, you know, house you can buy, is there purchasable property, who knows, there's a lot of questions, and you can see here, we've got, just behind my head here, we've got a dog, and then just over here, we've got a cat. So I'm really hoping that, who knows, are we able to get pets? There's a lot of questions until we get to, the game itself. But no, it looks great. I really do hope that, we'll have some form of, you know, property, or some form of, whether or not this is like a hub. Customization will also be a big part. I think customization for games is, you know, it really gives the user themselves a, you know, a personalized sort of play style. You know, you can customize your house, do what you want. Even if you can't, it still looks really cool that you'll be able to hopefully go into many apartment buildings, or you know, throughout the city. The design of inside this building, you know, in particular, looks really well as well. It looks great. I love the little cat tower too. If these cats and like animals and stuff have their own sort of, I guess, UI, and they can like run around and jump around just at free will be amazing too. The city looks great from here. Obviously, that was it. That was the trailer. Neverness to Everness. I do want to just touch on here as well. This is what it's going to be like at night. There does also look like there's a bit of, you know, mountain ranges or something up here, so not entirely city, whether or not that is explorable as well, but it looks great. I Honestly, I want to hear your guys' feedback as well. Feel free to leave a comment on what you think about this game if you're looking forward to it. We're not finished the video just yet. I actually do want to look into a few more things as well, because there has been some more gameplay trailers and things like that that have been kind of released, and I want to show you guys them as well. So yeah, let's go and get into those. So now we move on to the actual gameplay footage that they've released. I'm not going to go through this entire video, obviously it's 13 minutes long. You can see, less looking at the model itself and looking at the background, it looks like there's a lot going on. I'm hoping it's not going to take a lot of graphical performance or, you know, power to to run, but it looks like it is very, very, you know, it's loaded with a lot of plant life. It's, you know, trees, obviously, that urban cityscape as well. Looking at the characters here, they do look pretty good, obviously. Hey, Tower of Fantasy did have some pretty unique character designs. I think they were really, really good. All, like, the colors, everything looked great so far. Okay, so now we actually get into have a look at what the actual game will look and feel like. The movement is really what you want to look for in a game, you know, an open world game, etc. like this. You know, I feel like if your character doesn't really play the way you think it is, you know, does, as in like feeling, you know, if the character doesn't feel good to you know, to basically move around, if it feels wonky, it's not going to be a good experience. So I really, by the looks of this, I do think it is going to be good. And yeah, to touch back on what I was talking about with the city feeling like it has a lot of life in it. It looks like there's a lot of sounds going on. It looks like the world is alive. I don't know how many characters are going to be interactable, you know, with, you know, NPCs and whatnot, but nonetheless, it looks pretty good. Now, with all open world games, the question is, how many buildings can you go and walk into? How many, you know, how much is actually interactable? By the looks of this, it looks pretty cool. It looks like you can go into a laundromat there. You can go into some form of 7-Eleven. Obviously, that's not what it's called, but it looks interactable as well. Can you buy food from there? Is there going to be, you know, is this for health? Or, like, you know, there's a ton of questions that I want answered, but it looks great. I like the fact that you can go and walk into a bunch of these buildings. The more buildings that you can walk through, I think the better it will be. Obviously, this seems like it's a part of like a story mode that you're going into. Hopefully the story will be quite interesting as well. It might be actually one that I actually listen to the story and go through. As for combat, like I was saying earlier, combat is a big part of games. It's got to feel amazing. It's got to feel great. If it was anything like Tower of Fantasy, I feel like it's going to be pretty good. Like, that did have great combat as well, in my opinion. So, now that we're looking at a little bit of actual combat, it seems like this looks like an ult. It looks pretty good. Again, we'll have to wait and see, but it doesn't look bad. It looks very, just, there's a lot going on, which, in my opinion, is always good. You don't want to get bored with the story. You always want to have a plot twist and whatnot every corner you turn. You can see also on the right hand side of your screen, it looks like you can have 4 players, maybe 4 characters. Is that going to be a thing possibly, or is that just for the purposes of this gameplay trailer they've released? Getting back into obviously what it's like to run around the world, they are showing off a little bit here with, you know, obviously vaulting over things, jumping over, you know, fences, etc. And this is where it gets spicy, dude. This is where it gets into GTA territory. Now, it's obviously GTA is not the only driving car game in the world, but this looks incredible. Honestly, if they have a really good driving mechanic to the game, I think this honestly could be, is that kind of a first for like an anime type gotcha game, having this sort of thing? I don't know. I'm quite new to gotcha games myself, but this looks amazing. I do got to admit, I hope they do work a little bit on the impact and whatnot when you do hit something. It does look kind of a little bit, you know, it doesn't look very great. Oh, okay, you can go into a car dealership. That is this. Okay, for you guys wondering, this is the first time I've actually gone through all of this video here. Oh my god. No actual way, dude. No actual way. When I was saying car customization, etc., I was not expecting it to be like this. I'm blown away at this point. Wow. Is this the game? Is this the game we've all needed? We've all waited for? Is it on its way? Now, moving on to nighttime. As most gotcha games, we have some form of glider. This looks quite unique as well, not gonna lie. But can we take a moment to admire the rain and admire the reflections on the ground, the water, the splashes, etc. Yo, what in the Inferno Rider from Wura is going on here? And that's that. Honestly, I hope you guys have really enjoyed watching this video, first of all. And second of all, I hope you guys are looking forward to Neverness to Everness as well as much as I am, because it looks incredible. It looks incredible. I can't wait to see more information on this game, more trailers, etc. We don't really have a confirmed date yet that I personally know of, but I know back in the trailer it said there was something around the 9th, so I'm thinking about September sometime, whether or not we're going to get more news, or we're going to get maybe a beta test, or who knows. I'm looking forward to it either way. If you guys did enjoy this video, yo, subscribe. Go check me out on Twitch, Moolah Uwu, and also go follow my other socials as well. And why not join our Discord while you're there? You know, that would be amazing. I would love to have you. But until next time, I'll see you later. Have a good night. I actually really don't know how to do an outro. Yeah, this is good enough, right? Goodbye.